Hi, Nicholas here with Sigma World. Jaguar Lawyers, Jaguar Gal just sat down here with me. She's just come off stage. You were talking.
Yes, I'm speaking today and tomorrow about companies, incorporation, licensing, taxation, and banking, which is the hardest.
Great, and it's banking, and I think with particular edge and particular focus today on some of your recent successes in terms of crypto.
Well, yeah, there are several actually. First and foremost is to get licensed in a country. Afterwards, people think, oh, well, we'll take care of that and everything is fine. But then you're worrying about taxation, how to minimize that. However, the biggest problem is actually how you get banked. And quite recently, I won a major presidential case in Israel, which is called Arab versus Mercantile Bank. It's a real bank, not an EMI, in which court, with my leadership, actually forced the banks to receive crypto-originated funds, which is quite presidential, and the banks are pretty amazed by that, and are now towards 2023 changing their bank policies towards crypto acceptance, which is pretty major in our sector.
Absolutely, and is there any precedent for a construction like this, which has occurred in Israel? Is there any precedent that this would then spread from there? That things that happened in Israel before, Israel's been at the forefront in a lot of areas. Do you think that this will have a knock-on consequence in effect?
Definitely so. Specifically, at least let's start with taxation. Maltese tax authorities have invited me to give them like a 3 days workshop of how to tax crypto, how to do it well with crypto financial assets, etc. So that was one. Secondly, I talked to several other banks to consult them with how to change their policies in order to accept crypto, but not to bear anti-money laundering risks, which is a major thing. I was appointed the expert committee of Israel regarding crypto experts in order to have a report to the Minister of Finance regarding how to regulate crypto assets in Israel as well. And we have the whole pan-European MiCA recent rules, which will make sure most European countries will have a unified code for that. So I think the world is progressing, even though the hiccups and the falls of exchanges such as FTX and of financial service providers such as Celsius, etc. I mean, bad people and bad mistakes happen everywhere, but the industry is going forward definitely so. And what we do need for that, and I'm telling you that as a CPA, is that we need clear accounting rules for crypto. When the accounting rules are not clear, every private company can do whatever it thinks right, and sometimes it can mislead others or it can make major mistakes. So you don't have to be bad or crooked in order to make mistakes that will mislead your clients and suppliers and your investors. You can just make mistakes without clear rules.
Certainly, and you're talking about like a homogeneous cross-European maybe percentile tax rate. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but from my understanding, crypto is untaxed in Malta, has a 0% tax rate.
Well, yeah, but what I offer when I suggest most of my clients is that you don't necessarily get incorporated where there's 0% tax, because usually people are being taxed when the tax regime is personal and not territorial. They're taxed on their own tax brackets. And then if you pay the zero, it will be concluded or taken care as if you haven't paid at all. So it's better to go to a country in which you pay a certain amount, like at 2% and 9%. In Gibraltar, there's certain tax rates which are comfortable. Don't get wrong, Dubai and the UAE, which have had 0%, but it's changing towards 9% very soon. So it's better to choose a place in which you pay a tax, even but a lower sum, rather than just a zero some of the times. For others who are more careful about future revenues, and then they want to save a lot of taxes on them, and are not so worried about future expenses, present expenses, then they might consider Malta as well.
Fantastic. I'm just going to ask you a quick question about this event, about Sigma. Is this your first time around?
No, I've been here for years, minus COVID times in which I was speaking via Zoom or Teams. But I've been a speaker with Sigma for several years, I think since 2018 or so, or 19.
Cool. And what is it about Malta that brings you back?
Well, Malta is it's a hub for a lot of companies here in high-risk industries, not just crypto naturally and originally, but on gaming slash gambling and many other high-risk sectors as well. Forex, it used to be very common, and now it's a lot less. And it's changing. It has entered the gray list of the FATCA, and it is now has come out of that gray list very strongly with major KYC rules and AML, anti-money laundering rules. So it's a major hub. That's for a start. So a lot of companies would come over here. And secondly, it has a great weather here and a great food and a very charming people all around. And it's a great place to meet a lot of professionals here from all around Europe and the globe.
Great, and you mentioned just you're going to do a workshop with the Maltese government.
I'm about to run that workshop in about 2 weeks from now, a whole 3 days workshop, and I'm very flattered and I'm very proud to say that I was chosen to be the one doing that for them.
It's fantastic that they're absolutely open to this and they're open to innovation. Thank you, Jaguar Gal, for talking with us today.